Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Grant Broggi from the Strength Coach, and today I'm gonna show you how to use a Chemex to make a perfect cup of coffee. If you like the video, like and subscribe to the channel. All right, so first things first, what is a Chemex? This is your Chemex. In the Bond book, From Russia with Love, breakfast was Bond's favorite meal of the day, favorite spelled with a U. When he was stationed in London, it was always the same. It consisted of very strong coffee from De Bry in New Oxford Street, brewed in an American Chemex, of which he drank 2 large cups, black and without sugar, like you should be drinking your coffee. The single egg in the dark blue egg cup with a gold ring around the top was boiled 3 1/3 minutes, so he must have been carnivore too. But anyway, we're here to talk about coffee. So the Chemex, one of the problems with the Chemex, or that can be problematic for you, is that by the time, you're gonna see in a second, it brews slowly. By the time that the coffee is ready to be drank or drinking, or whatever the Brits would say, it's cold. So I've preheated water here to around 200 degrees, a little bit over. You want to use Chemex water around 200. And I'm just going to preheat the glassware here itself. Not all the way up, just about like that. So I'm gonna let this, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna slosh it around, and I'm gonna bring the temperature of the glass Chemex up so that when I brew, hot coffee doesn't just hit cold glass and then immediately turn cold. You don't want to end up microwaving nice coffee. All right, now I'm gonna get 2 uses out of this water, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in my mug to start preheating my mug while I make my coffee. I'm gonna use a little bit extra here. Boom, so my mug's preheating. Filters. There's 2 types of filters that you could use with a Chemex. This is like one that they kind of make it easy for you. This is the square fold one. When you do the Chemex, you're gonna wanna put, so there's like a bunch of different, there's 4 layers here. You could go 2 and 2, but what the experts say is you're gonna go 3 and 1 like that. So there's gonna be 3 layers towards the front, you'll see in a second, and 1 to the back. So 3 layers are gonna go towards your vent or your spout where you're gonna pour, just like that. If you put the 1 layer side over here, then the filter can collapse while you're making the coffee. We're gonna take a little bit of this water, and this is another pro tip, and we're just going to slightly wet the filter. And all this is gonna do is down there in the bottom, it's gonna make the coffee a little bit less bitter and a little bit better tasting. Now, come over here and you'll see that we have an expert pro tip going on. The Chemex takes about 10 to 12 minutes from the time you start till you have coffee. So I have a Bricka going over here on the side to, calm my urge for caffeine first thing in the morning. I'm gonna make sure my water doesn't get too cold over here. Take a look at this Bricka. Bring that camera in. Look at this crema filling up. The perfect amount of heat, water, and espresso. It's really gonna pop off here. Oh yeah. And as you hear the pressure valve go, these are available on the store, www.thestrength.co. Boom, that means you're done. Kill the heat. There it is. And then into your little mug. Look at that crema. A glass mug is preferred, but here we are in beautiful Glenville, North Carolina, and this is what's provided to us. So now, whoop, a little too hot over here. As I get to continue my Chemex journey, I have something to satisfy the urge. Now here's the part that the coffee snobs won't like. Most people are gonna break out a scale and they're gonna say, oh, you need a 16-to-1 ratio of coffee to water and blah, blah, blah. You see these eyeballs? These are artilleryman eyeballs, and we can eyeball coffee because we've been making it since 1775, hoorah. So we're just gonna come in here, D, get close now, and we're just gonna eyeball this bad boy. And this is Counterculture Coffee, 46 blend. Let's see what we're featuring here. Dark chocolate, smoky, full bodied, so not what Bond drank, but just good all the same. And I'm gonna go about like that. And the snobs are probably gonna be mad at me, and I don't care, because I'm not that particular about ground to water ratio. I gotta let this come down. I got a little bit too hot, and then I'll show you how to make this cup of coffee. Okay, so now we've got our hot coffee, or our hot water. We've got our Chemex pre-wet. The glass is still piping hot. Ow. And we have our coffee in there. Now watch this closely. You wanna get a bloom to start. So you're gonna start in the middle of the bed and then work slightly to the outside, just like that. And you're gonna let that sit for about 30 seconds. And the coffee, the water's getting through there. We don't even have any drips yet. It's expanding. Your flavors are coming out. Everything that Bond loved about his American Chemex is happening right now. We're gonna let that happen for a second, and then you can play the little clip 30 seconds later from SpongeBob.
A few moments later.
All right, and now we're just going to work the outer rim of this Chemex. And we're gonna start from the outside and come in and get everything nice and wet right down to that last tip. And we're not gonna overfill, and we're gonna stop right there. Now, this is a key thing. If it was too hot, your water, then it would be boiling inside the Chemex, and it would want to spill out. So make sure you let it get to around 195, 200. And now you're just on the waiting game. This is why it's nice to have a Bricka, pinky out for Bond, while you sit here and pour your coffee. I can tell I have a little extra water, so I'm gonna top off my mug here. Keep that thing nice and piping hot. And we'll wait just a second while this thing brews.
Put your hands back in your pockets. Keep them there. You won't be needing this, old man.
Okay, so towards the end of our brew here, let's do a little check. It has been 15 minutes. Now, one of the things is this was pre-ground coffee and it's a little bit too fine. So it was a slow drip, but we dealt with it. But now we're coming to the end. So we're just gonna pull out our filter here. And this is served as like a suction cup. So if you touch this, it's still piping hot because nothing has been able to come out. So there's our coffee. It should be right at the nipple. It's a little bit low, but that's okay. And we're just gonna wastebasket that bad boy. Our cup still has water in it, heated. Pour it back in here. Cup is hot. Chemex is hot. From Russia with love. Just kidding. American Chemex. The perfect cup of coffee. Piping hot. But it's not for me. It's for my camera woman, my wife, who absolutely adores filming stuff while we're traveling. Hope this video helps. Like I said, I'm not a super coffee nerd. I'm just a regular guy that likes coffee. I know you're gonna freak out about the ratios. Freak out in the comments. I don't think it matters. Is that coffee good?
It's delicious.
That coffee's delicious. So that's how to do a Chemex. Hope you liked the video. If you do, like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.